I am Mike Stokes with Lush Planet Design Build, and today we're going to talk about a deck that we built with the screwless deck system and a concrete bolt tie back into the wall, and some of the design principles we had to use in this specific location to make it look right. It's a redwood deck that we built, nice trim around it, and you'll notice that there's no screws anywhere. So if you come in close, you'll see a very small hole right here, which is the screw system. It goes in at a 45-degree angle, and you'll use a little cam, and it separates the deck at this about 3/8 of an inch or 5/16 of an inch width between all the boards, and it's a really nice look. I like the system, and it's not any more difficult to install than a normal deck system. The other cool thing about this deck was we had a very awkward step arrangement. So the old deck had these really short, dangerous, angled steps that you could easily trip on. So we opted to make a straight wall and then a half octagon with one step in the bottom, which was a unique and interesting design challenge, and we're really happy with the way it came out. The other thing we did with this deck is the client really liked this wrapped look, so we wrapped all of the deck with the 2x8 redwood trim, and then used the exposed bolts to give it a little bit more natural industrial feel. So that's kind of what we do in our design build process, is work with the elements that we have in the remodels and try to make it work, try to make it beautiful. One other element I'd like to bring to your attention is this retaining wall. When we arrived, this retaining wall was basically falling over and almost touching the house. It basically rotted out at the base. So the first thing that we did, which you can't see because it's already buried by the deck, is we dug down and then we coated the entire base of the post in Henry's roofing tar. And then we mound up the concrete so that all the water sheds away from the base of these posts in the retaining walls. You'll find that most retaining walls fail right at the base. That's where most of the microbial action, the bacteria, the fungi, they get in there and they rot out the wood right at the base within that 6 inches of soil. So we run our Henry's tar up and create a seal about 10 inches up above the ground level. The other thing that we did to make this super structurally sound was we installed these tie-back bolts. We came up with a design where we took all thread and we drilled a hole into the mountainside, and we bored back into the mountainside about 6-8 inches, and then we fanned it out so that it coned out at the bottom. And then we poured in concrete into there and then put this bolt in with a big nut and a washer on the back. So this bolt is held in by a big foot of concrete with a nut and a washer on the back. And we did that all the way around the house to hold this wall back. So we have one of the tie backs like you would see on a highway. This retaining wall, you can't see it, it runs all the way back around the house and basically holds this whole giant hillside back. We're supposed to have an El Nino winter this year with lots of rain, so keep your fingers crossed. I'm confident it's going to work great. So that's it. The only last element to look at is maybe pan around and just see the short fence we built so you could keep most of their view intact. As much as possible, we used Mendocino Forest Products FSC certified redwood lumber. That's a local redwood company that really has the best sustainability practices in our area. So thanks for watching. If you have any more questions or comments, visit us at lushplanet.net, and thanks for watching.